Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's AYCG Moviecast, episode 395. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gast, joined by Corey Feinsod.
Heyo.
And Tony Korkanakis.
Yo.
What's up, guys? Mike will be MIA for the next 2 weeks, maybe 3. Are they doing the honeymoon right after the wedding, or are they just, like, waiting?
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's pretty soon after.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he may not be here that week. It's in June, so I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. Mike might be MIA for the next month, so we'll have to find out. But
man's getting married.
Congrats,
Mike.
Yeah, congrats. Yeah. So he's doing wedding preparations tonight and next week, so probably won't get him on here. But anyways, welcome to 395 of the Moviecast. We're going to get into the box office here and talk a little bit about what I'm going to assume is a little episode of Cobra Kai discussion. But let's go to the box office. And still, at number 1, Marvel on top again.
I mean,
it's not Justice League, just so you know. It's Infinity War, still number 1 at $62.1 million. It's now crossed... It was crossed 1.6, right? 1.6?
Yeah, 1.6. I mean, China just destroyed that movie.
Did 199.3 in China, so it's now the largest opening for a movie in China.
Ever.
By far.
Ever, yeah.
Yeah.
Besting Fast 8, I think. Or, or Fate. Fate of the Furious, yes. So, yeah, that's number 1. That's killing it. And
this is pretty much guaranteeing that this movie is going to reach $2 billion.
Oh, yeah. I thought that was a foregone conclusion once it cleared $1 billion in the first week.
I mean, I think we all guessed that this is, if there's going to be a movie that hits $2 billion, this is going to be the one to do it.
Yeah.
And it was like all signs pointed that way before this film even came out.
You guys realize that
now it's all coming true?
Black Panther's out on Blu-ray today, actually.
And it's still in theaters.
Yeah, it is still in... I just looked it up because I was like, wait a minute, I'm looking at the movies to go to see like a show, and I'm like, wait, why is... I know I got an email from Best Buy today. It's still in theaters. So, I guess if you want to get that movie experience, But,
why not?
Yeah, anyways.
Still bringing in the dollars.
Yeah. So, the rest of the box office looks like Life of the Party, Break-In, Overboard, and A Quiet Place, which is still doing very well. Actually, for itself. Quietly. A quiet well. Get it? It's doing quietly very well. But yeah, so we had opening this week, finally, is a movie that contests to take the number 1 spot. It will be Deadpool 2.
It will.
Yeah, there's no question. I mean, you got Marvel's dropping to probably 35. So,
what?
Do you think Marvel's dropping to 35? Tony, are you there? There you are. You were frozen for a second, but there you go.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, he's a little robot-y.
I would say 50% drop.
Yeah. I would say 30, 35, somewhere in there, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, a little droidy.
What?
A little droidy. Not sure what you're downloading, but so Deadpool.
Nothing.
Now Deadpool's opening this week, and what do we think Deadpool's gonna do? Do we have any projections? What we're looking at?
I said it's gonna do higher than what the first one did. Well, Mike was like, I don't think it will, or something. But I don't know if he's talking about worldwide or, overall. But I do think this will open better than Deadpool 1. And Deadpool 1 did like 120, 130. I don't know what it did.
Yeah, I think a possible $2 billion. I'm just trying to see if there's any like box office predictions, like official ones, to open at 350 million globally.
Do I have a bet with somebody? Because I feel like I should have.
I don't know if we do actually, but strong reviews for it though. That's always a good thing, right?
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, especially because it's pretty much a comedy, right? This is a comedy, not necessarily like. Infinity War has funny moments in it, and Ragnarok's absolutely like a funny film, but I would categorize Deadpool as a comedy.
Yeah. And
comedies can be very polarizing, like because just jokes just don't land with people, So like I'm surprised that what is it rotten at like high 70s?
Let's see. I didn't even get to see what that was at actually. Hang on. I'm loading it. 86%.
Oh Jesus. That's even higher than I thought. It would be like 78, 77-ish.
Yeah. No, it's getting good reviews, and that's very good because we heard that rumor that it was train wreck. So, yeah.
One person said one thing one time.
Yeah.
I mean, all they had to do was stick to they just had to make more Deadpool, and that would have been fine.
Yeah. That's what they
Yeah,
did.
I'm excited. I want to see it. So
Do you think
hopefully I'll be able to get to.
Do you think the formula would go stale by the third one though? Like, do you think they can just make it
There's
3?
no third one apparently.
There's always a third one.
Well,
Ryan Reynolds came out and said like
It
Deadpool
depends
3 will
on-
probably not be Deadpool 3. You're gonna get Deadpool and other things. Like X-Force
I can see like
and stuff like
Force,
that.
right?
So he's like, you probably won't see that. As far as also like continuing on that, like X-Force, there's no guarantee that's gonna be an R-rated. That's more than likely gonna be PG-13.
Ryan Reynolds came on record today and said it was going to be R-rated.
I don't know about that. Like, why? What does X-Force offer that needs to be R-rated?
Yeah, I don't know. With Deadpool?
Yeah, but does Deadpool even need to be R-rated at this
Just to let
point?
you guys know, I'm turning off my
We're having trouble hearing you, man. You're definitely
videos.
we're on the East Coast, guys, and there's like this really bad storm going on, so
Yep.
our internets have not been cooperating too well.
No, definitely not. And yeah, I was
Maybe you
worried.
just want to restart there, Tony, or something like Skype. I should reload it. Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
All right.
But yeah, as far as Deadpool goes, I mean, if I was the executives, I mean, of course I want more money, and R-rated sounds like it's gonna be great, but as far as X-Force, you're talking about X-Force, I'd make that PG-13.
Okay.
Not that I think that's gonna be a better thing for it. I just don't know if do you really need Deadpool to be rated R as a side character? Like, what is like that's the thing, is like, what is X-Force doing that needs to be rated R?
with the freedoms of speech now, with like what you can say in a PG-13 movie, I think they could get away with him just swearing up a storm.
Oh yeah, I mean, shit, bitch, like those things will be all over the place. Hell, damn, all those things. Like those don't.
You're allowed.
People don't
I
care
think you're
about.
allowed like 3 F words now in a PG-13 movie. So yeah.
And you can get away with nudity too. So.
Yep. Yeah. So they can do it. Yeah. That's. It'll be interesting. I want to go see this. I'll probably go see it on
The
Sunday.
only thing I'm worried about is that we know X-Force is coming, right?
Yeah.
So does that mean Deadpool 2 is more of a, like, are they doing an Iron Man 2 thing here and like, hey, we're starting a franchise?
I don't know. That's the statement
That's
that you
what
said
that's
was the statement you said was like where they want to make him part of other movies. That makes me think that's a good thing, and not doing what Iron Man 2 was doing. I don't know. I think
But here you're building that foundation.
yeah,
for those
you would.
films.
Yeah,
What
It's
are
a
we building a
film.
foundation for?
X-Force and stuff, that universe with this film.
I was just worried, like, is Deadpool 2 going to have the Iron Man 2 effect of trying to create a universe for these characters instead of focusing on the characters? So that's the one worry I would have with this movie. But who knows? It seems like it's doing well. So as far as like the reviews and critics,
Yeah. I don't know. It'd be interesting to. I mean, we'll know this weekend. I mean, who's going? Are you guys going to see it this weekend?
I mean, usually Thursday is the only day I can really get to it. I
Yeah.
haven't bought tickets for Thursday though. So
I think
we'll see.
I think I'm going to try to see it Sunday. So,
Okay.
that'll be maybe Saturday. Actually, I don't think I'm doing anything Saturday. So, we'll see. I'll figure it out as the weekend gets here. I am seeing it this weekend. I just got to figure out what day.
Mhm.
But all right, let's see. That's it we have for the box office and the opening weekend coming up. Let's get into a little bit of news here. Starting off with, we'll continue with Marvel first and talk about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. being renewed for season 6 now.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Season 6, and it's getting a 13-episode run in season 6, which I think is a better idea for this show. I think it's better at 13 episodes than 22.
I can see
Well, I mean, the way that they've been handling it, I think it's been fine though.
Yeah.
Let's break these up into, mini series basically. They kind of done that where it works for the series. Like first half of the season, you get this one arc. The second half, you get another arc.
Yeah.
So I don't mind that. That's fine. But if this is like a 6th season to wrap it up, and all you need is 13 episodes for it, then that's fine too.
Yeah. I think that they wrote like a finale for this this season, and it sounds to me this is clearly just rumors. We're all speculating here for this finale that's coming up on Friday, right? It's Friday.
Yeah, it's Friday nights. That's that's one of the reasons Mike was so down on this, is because it's Friday. Everything goes to Friday. If it goes to Friday, it's going there to die, basically.
Yeah, but it's got with streaming nowadays and stuff. It's so much more life around because I watch it on Mondays. So
No, same here. I mean, I don't watch it Friday night either. But
yeah. But anyways, I have a a strong rumor, like feeling also that this could really tie into Infinity War.
Yeah,
It's highly
I said
possible.
the Discord, but I honestly think that somebody at Disney, one of the upper executives, whoever it is, maybe even Feige himself, like just likes the show, and yeah, the ratings are probably not what it should be for their.
Well, they're not
budget
anywhere near
stuff.
where they were when it started, but at the same
Right.
time, they've been moving
But-
around and
Right, but there's value to be found elsewhere that keeps the brand, keeps the writers, it's just a matter if they can keep striking, eventually they'll hit a home run. But I honestly think that because of all the shit that went down with Ike Perlmutter, I mean, remember Kevin Feige threatened to quit because of his like how he kept having to go through Ike Perlmutter, and the Disney was like, all right, you are in charge of the movie division, and that is what literally ended everything between it's all connected shit like that's what it is. I know Mike's not here to chime in or whatever his thing, but that's it. That's the reason why all this shit happened. It's unfortunate, but that's real world politics. But I have a feeling now with the streaming service that Disney is getting into, their own whatever it's called, I forget. I could honestly see them reining Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. back in, like just enduring this on syndicated.
Well, I wonder even if they like change it, like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. ends as we know it now, and we get something else, something along the lines of like a Quake Coulson show or something. Like who knows? It could totally like get a new show as well. Like it doesn't need Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like I could see them moving those characters, the TV supplemental stuff, into their streaming service as a draw to the streaming service. It's like, hey, look, and then now, if that gets it out of Ike Perlmutter's like realm or kingdom, whatever you want to call it, and it's back in court with Feige, I mean that's on, it's back on.
Yeah.
And they can do so much more. And actually, if you think about it, Infinity War kind of gives it a great opportunity to kind of just get things rebooted in a way.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that does give them that, and I think they made that statement earlier in the year when the season started that Infinity War is going to give them a new playground. So I think it really is going.
Well, I mean, with Infinity War, it gives them the opportunity to shake things up. So
no spoilers.
Nobody's spoiling anything.
Okay.
I said with Infinity War, it gives them the opportunity to shake things
Just
up.
a reminder, no spoilers.
And they name drop people from the movie
I mean,
too.
Yeah, means they can like dust things off.
I mean, they're definitely referring constantly to New York. So,
no, I mean, like before we were getting like vague references like the big green guy and the dude with the hammer. It's like now you're getting names. Like that's a big step. It's like that can change things. And
do you think
like you're saying,
let's speculate.
They have a chance here.
Since Mike's gone for the next month, let's speculate. If there is legitimate tie-in here to this in this next episode, does Mike's interest come back?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I think it might. I think
he's done.
I think he's done
with it.
No, Mike's.
I mean, I don't think he's that into the
it's
Marvel movies either.
It's a good show. It's a good show.
Mike can't let things go. I'm not disagreeing with you. I think it's a great show, but Mike can't let things go. He doesn't. And I'm not saying it's wrong, but it's just okay. We've had like 4 years, 3, whatever, how many years we've had of like, it's not turning out what everybody wanted at the beginning. We get it.
Yeah.
But like, why are you still griping on it for this many years? It's not like the show has gotten worse for it. The show has gotten better despite everything. So I don't understand why, holding that bad blood. It's just like, oh, remember, it's like somebody like living their glory days. Like, oh, I was such a cool person back in high school. I was, football quarterback. It's like, bro, nobody cares. Like that was so long.
It was high school.
Are you referencing some certain Cobra show or something?
Nah.
Well, let's shift gears and talk about Cobra Kai on YouTube, which is now picked up already for a second season. I mean, Tony, you watched the whole thing, right?
Oh yeah. I binged that shit.
Yeah. Corey, did you get to watch any of it yet?
Yeah, I watched some. I haven't watched it all though.
Okay,
but I'll be right back though.
Okay. So this has gotten now picked up for a I mean, it's gonna get a second season. The producers are stunned. Is that what that article says?
Yeah, like I don't think that anybody in their wildest dreams expected this level of success and popularity, because I mean, I'll be honest, like, they're like, oh, Karate Kid TV show. Like, even I was like, okay, man, like, whatever. Like, this is going to be a cheap
Same
cash
here.
grab, tie-in, whatever.
I thought it was going to be like overly cheesy, lame. That's what I was expecting to see.
Yeah, I think most people were.
Yeah, yeah. It was like even when I watched the trailer, I'm like, I'm just I know this is not happening. It's just I know. And then I watched it. I'm like, I like this. Am I just being a fanboy, or is this actually legitimately good? I don't know.
Yeah, and like for me, I think it was actually better that I didn't watch any trailers. I just dove head first in because like I think if I haven't seen the trailers yet, but I feel like if I had, like, they would just highlight the parts that are probably cringy without context. You know, just kind of.
It was a lot of it was a lot of their rivalry between the two of them. Johnny and Daniel, which is a major part of this show, but there's
it's not the whole thing.
No, there's so much more. Like there's so much more to this show, and that's why I can't wait for a second season for this.
Yeah,
YouTube
and I feel
Red
like they did and I felt like they really did a job of leaving it on such a note that they can explore. Like even without it, like if that was the ending, kind of would have been a bummer. But they left it at a point that. There's enough strings open that doors open.
So the next part, and not to give any spoilers for people, I'm going to stay away from that. But the next season has already cast apparently the actor from Karate Kid Part 3, where the actual the kid he fights from posing as a Cobra Kai student pretty much, but he was basically a fighter, a karate fighter, and he fights him in that All Valley tournament to win the next trophy. So he's actually been cast in the season. He actually let that slip in an interview. So he's already signed, which is pretty cool. So, and then there's obviously another major character coming back for season 2, which we can't talk about at the moment. But there's a major character coming back, which we saw. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, there's such good. It was not overly. There were some cheesy parts, and I felt like just we can just talk about this. Since we've been up, this is what I've been up to for watching stuff. I felt that, like last week I was really high on the show, and I still am. The finale was a little bit. The finale was actually what I was kind of thinking the show would be entirely about. Like, I don't know why, but I was like, this is what I was afraid the whole show would be. And I'm happy that we only got it for I'm fine with it. I'm just happy we got it for one episode, and then the rest of it was like this development of the show. So I think that's, for me, that worked. But just keeping it vague for those who haven't seen it. But I thought that the finale for me was probably the weakest episode. And I'm not saying it's bad. It was probably the weakest.
No, I could see that because I felt it's strange to say this, especially after all the Marvel and Netflix stuff. But I feel like this show could have done with 1 or 2 more episodes to just flesh things out, because I think towards the end it got kind of rushed, and even some of the character
development,
it was like
yeah,
that.
It was
that's really quick. Like you turned heel so quickly there. I'll go along with it, but
I did as well, but yes, I agree with you on that. And that's why I think that finale was a little bit not as good quality as the other episodes, because it felt like, here it is, here's the finale, and it was like everything just kind of got rushed through it. But yeah, could have used probably 2 more episodes. So that's my thought. But yeah, overall I enjoyed the series, and it's worth that free trial on Red, even though there's nothing else on YouTube Red to watch. I looked and I'm like, this is terrible.
I looked.
Yeah. There's nothing there, so I'll be canceling my month subscription to that thing. So,
how far did you get in the series?
I just got the first 2 episodes. I didn't sign up for the trial.
Yeah, gotcha.
I like how they hook you. Those first 2 are free, and then after that,
no, that's a good way to do it, because definitely what's going on now, and you get the 2 episodes where it's the Johnny Lawrence one, and then you get the Daniel LaRusso one, and then now you're like, all right, now let's get them together and. There's a
better. My favorite episode. There's an obvious favorite episode in this for me. Was a more Daniel heavy episode, but it was I still like Johnny's character quite a bit. I hated him as a kid. When I watched this movie, I hated him. Right. and that
he was everything that you wanted. He was the perfect villain for that.
Yeah.
That movie.
And you get more story from his character in this, and you're like, man, everything I thought about this guy was completely wrong, and that's the point of the show.
Well, up until that point in his life, he was right. He had a specific lifestyle and way he was living, and he was a bully, But then after that, you don't know anything else.
But Mr. Miyagi always says there's no bad students, only bad teachers.
Yeah.
So
I liked how it's sounds exactly the same though when he talks and when he's doing his karate stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yep.
Fear does not exist in this dojo, does it?
Yeah. That's gonna be it's gonna be cool. Next season I can't wait for. Yeah. So then we also got
I'm really happy for it, and it's cool that like what's weird though is it's like dating us too. It's like we watched this thing and now we're watching these people as 50-year-olds.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa, this is weird. Like we watched these guys when they're kids, and now we're watching them as.
Yeah.
I gotta say, one thing that kind of surprised me, and hopefully this isn't really a spoiler, but you know, I saw one clip where, you know, obviously I knew going into it that Daniel had become like a car salesman. I was just like, really? Like, okay. But then like he has like this huge mansion, like all these expensive ass cars, like whatever. I'm just like, yo, is being a car dealer like that really, like, is it that lucrative? Like, you own a dealership?
Maybe.
Is it that?
I mean,
if you own a dealership, you probably be doing pretty well for yourself.
I guess, yeah. But
giving away bonsai trees like left and right.
Left and right.
Yeah, I mean, you buy a car, you get a bonsai tree, and yeah, it's
It's gotta be a customer. You don't even have to buy a tree. Just like get your car serviced. Johnny got one.
Yeah. All right. So the next bit of news we have is the Young Justice Outsider series coming to the DC streaming service. They showed a concept, an artwork of like poster essentially, the artwork for it, and it kind of confirms like we're getting a whole new roster of. Except for like I
thought this was like known for a while.
No, I thought we were gonna get some of the same. Like this is my only gripe with this show because
like, this has been off. I think this is like there's a lineup of the new cast.
No, there was Corey. This is another new one.
Oh, another one.
This is another.
So they're changing it again.
No, it's I think
it added more new ones.
Right, they added more new characters.
Oh, okay. I see. So you got yeah.
Because like I was saying, I was worried because when I saw that originally, I was worried like, oh wait, are we not following up right after what happens in season 2?
Well, that's what I was worried about. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. So
right, because there's some characters missing from the first image months and months ago.
Yeah.
But the new one shows the other characters.
Oh, okay.
And supposedly it's going to be like 2 teams. So.
Oh, okay, that's good. That works. Yeah. I see. Yeah, I got it.
As long as we get some closure.
I felt like the thing for me was when I watched the first season of that show. I love that. I'm not that I didn't like I love the second season, but it changed on me because of the different characters, and I was just like,
a little bit too. Like I love both seasons, obviously, but like that first season.
The first season was fantastic, and then you're like expecting to follow along right after that, and then like skips ahead so far, and you're like, wait, what?
Yeah,
why are you doing this?
Very jarring.
Yeah,
very jarring.
So this will be another streaming service. I'll have to trial and see how this is. But we'll see. It's what we're getting.
Yeah, $8 a month for that, or whatever it's going to be.
This is the new style, man. Cable's fading away, but we're getting $8 a month subscriptions. I think subscriptions need to drop in price, though. This is like crazy.
Depends. I mean, I think that the Netflix is fine where it is, but as far as like CBS only, yeah, $5 for that, maybe.
Yeah. I canceled it.
That's what I wanted originally. I wanted a piecemeal service. It's just like now we're getting that in like all over the place, though. Like,
but they need to they need to also drop the internet price. The internet pricing is just going up and up like crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy because you get pulled in with these specials, like get it for like $40, and then like for the first year, and you're like, all right, we're good, and then you realize, oh, now it's double that a year later. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah, I have to keep my eye on my cable bill constantly because I don't know when it's going to suddenly change on me. So.
No, I actually don't do automatic payments with that specifically because they keep changing it.
Yeah. Every time they email me my bill, I'm like, okay, it's the same. It's the same as last month. I look back, I'm like, okay, it is. Okay. Anyways,
they just add these stupid services and stuff too. It's like now you get this blast processing thing
and hyperblast, and it's like it's ridiculous.
I'm paying for like a 50 meg circuit, but I'm actually getting 200 because of these other things. It's like what?
They hire the guys from Sega for this. Just call it blast processing.
But then it's crazy too is that it's like only $5 cheaper for like 75% less speed.
Yeah.
So I might as well get that $5 thing.
That's the hook. There's the hook. Yeah. So I mean, I'm doing I have like 150 down here, I think, or maybe 200 right now. I think it might be 200 on the promotion I'm on, and like you don't need that much. I mean, never need that much speed. But the price difference, it's like. You drop to 25 megs if you spend like $20 less a month.
Yep.
So
it's ridiculous.
Yeah. All right, let's get into what I've been up to then. Like I said, I watched Cobra Kai. I watched Agents of Shield. You called us the penultimate episode.
Right.
Yeah. So I watched that. Did you guys watch that one?
I didn't get to see it yet. No.
Okay.
I still need to. I haven't seen anything of the second.
It definitely
part of the
feels like
season.
the second half of the season has been just it's been okay. I really like the first half though, and I think that I feel like they kind of lost their way in the second
First
half.
half mean like the first story arc when
Yeah.
they're in space.
Yes,
Like once they get back to Earth,
I feel like they lost their
no
path.
spoil. I mean, they get back to Earth, Tony. I'm sorry.
No, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, they get back. To
But what I was reading was that like they kind of blew through their budget, so like that's why the second half it's like, hey,
Oh,
we don't have like a lot to work with.
That's why everything takes place in dark rooms. Okay, now
Yeah.
it makes sense. There's a lot of dark rooms in the second half, and it's just like, what?
Well, it's all in like a very small space too. So it's like, well, we got one sound stage. What can we do with this?
Yeah,
We're not going anywhere else.
yeah. But I'm really interested to see how it's going to tie in because again, they referenced events going on in New York.
It's awesome.
So it's going to be interesting. So that's pretty much it for Watched for me, I think. I don't know if I watched anything else. Just some other stuff on Animal Planet, like Jeremy Wade. Do you ever guys watch Jeremy Wade? His monster fish, the monster rivers, no, river monsters.
Oh, speaking
River
of Monster Hunter,
Yeah.
like stuff. Did
Yeah.
you see there's going to be a Monster Hunter movie with Mila
Yep.
Jovovich?
Wait, is that real? That was a real thing?
That's real.
Okay. Why?
So that came out of nowhere.
Does she just want to do video game movies from now on? Is that what she's going to do?
Apparently. Her and her husband, I guess.
Yep.
I don't
Oh,
know.
is he
I don't
doing
even
it?
know if
Tell
I
me
don't know if
he's-
he's. I don't know.
Paul
I
W.S. Anderson.
assume involved. It's gonna be him.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's just so random.
yeah. All right, Corey, what have you been up to watching?
Finished Space, and I really liked it at first.
Finished what? Sorry, you
But
broke up.
Lost in Space.
Oh, Lost in Space. Cool.
And I like some characters on there, but then there's other characters on there that are just the worst. They're like, we need something bad to happen. We'll just character cause it, and it's like constantly the same character over and over again. It's like, really, like, are you that like, how can you? Like, are you that stupid? Like,
Yeah.
Jesus, like, why is it always the same character? And then like it just kind of got very tropey, I feel like. So I was a little disappointed that they didn't it finished as strong as it started.
Okay.
So
That sucks to hear.
we'll see, but it is
Picked up.
getting to season 2,
Yep,
so
picked up, yeah.
we'll find out because it does end on a cliffhanger.
Okay. Well, that's why I hate when shows do that. I hate it. That's why it was like you're in that like you don't want to watch it because you're like if it gets canceled, I don't want to be like stuck on this cliffhanger. But if I don't watch it, then it's not going to get picked up.
Right, but then you got to enjoy the ride as well.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
Did you watch The 100 yet?
no.
I have to watch that. I don't even know. I don't remember if I finished last season. Like that's what I'm trying to remember.
I think you did,
I'm
but
pretty certain I did, but I'm not. I'm like, did I watch the finale? I know I
I'm
was
pretty
there.
sure you talked about it because you did say something about it, like
Yeah.
about. I think you did talk about it on the podcast.
Okay. I have to watch the first episode and be like, okay, well, it's spoiled now if I didn't see it. So,
I'll show you the important parts.
yeah.
But yeah, other than that, it's, not much else. Just a couple YouTube stuff here and there, basically.
All right, Tony.
Just Cobra Kai, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I did I watched the second half of that, obviously, and Shield, and so. All right, I think that's gonna wrap off. Why did that just get sent? That's weird. Sorry, I just got a message on my screen I sent Tony like 30 minutes ago. Anyways, so that's gonna wrap up episode 395 of the Moviecast. Thanks for tuning in. Write us podcast at allycangeek.net. Follow us on Twitter, allycangeek, and like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Tune in to the Gamecast, and next week when we have a probably Deadpool 2 spoiler cast, I'm going to guess. Possibly. So,
Yep.